Hi guys, so back here with a Dino Riders haul. It's going to be a little bit of a short one. I don't have a ton, it's not like a massive haul or anything, but there's some cool stuff. I figure if I got one or more Dino Riders, I should just dedicate it because they're just so cool. Instead of doing like what my normal hauls are, where I just throw a bunch of toys on the table. So this is just going to be strictly Dino Riders. Um, so up first, I have Sting, which is this little dude. Kind of looks a bit like an ant-ish, termite kind of thing. He is a Rulon, one of the bad guys. Um, and then we have his Dino buddy, Sting, Ankylosaurus. He's Sting. This is the Ankylosaurus. And he's got his crossbow and his brain box that attaches to his harness. And then I just kind of stuck a couple of the extra weapons on there, which just fell off. These aren't made to go there. I just kind of found a spot that they fit. I think this set's complete. So we've got the ladder, which I don't really know why you would need that. And then a shield. Then we got the crossbow. Crossbow, blaster, missile launcher thing, RPG, whatever you want to call it. And then on the back of Ankylosaur, he's got his bone tail, like I said, the crossbow. I've got one of the little chain mace weapons. And then I think those are supposed to be binoculars. This one has just basic articulation. Head doesn't swivel. So this is one of the smaller ones that was released in the first series. So very happy to have that. Like I said, I think he is complete. So give me a sec, let me grab another one. Okay, so up next in the slot, I also got the Stegosaurus with Vega and Tank. This one is Vega, the older looking gentleman. Let's try this here. That's better. All of these are probably going to get cleaned up, especially this one. I said tank. I actually think it's Tark, Tark. If I remember right, he was the one who was supposed to be Questar's older brother, and I want to say he wanted to like annihilate the Rulons, and Questar was like, I don't know, being too good to him or not wanting to attack him. So he tried to overthrow Questar and ended up getting killed while he was trying to kill Questar, if I remember right, in the comic book. I think in the cartoon, I don't think. I don't remember him in the cartoon. He may not have even been in the cartoon. Or he may have just been in there in passing, but he was one of the main characters, if I remember right. So let me zoom back out here. So this is one that I knew was going to need a little bit of extra love. I knew some of the stuff going into it, but because these things are fragile, and they probably got jostled around in the postage, they ended up showing up a little bit worse than what I anticipated. So let's first look at this Stego. So the guy I bought this from had a battery cover for sale separately in another auction. Actually, all these were separate, and I actually asked him to combine all of them. But when I seen this was also on a listing, I just went ahead and said, hey, let me have that too. The battery cover, because they're kind of hard to find. Now this one does not work. It's if you are planning on getting Dino Riders, if them walking is something that is important to you, get one that works, because you cannot open these things up to, I mean, you can actually see one of the pins that go across there behind that shoulder that goes all the way through. These things are almost impossible to open up without destroying them. So if you want one that walks, you're going to have to just find one that way, because you're not fixing this one. So we do have his leg armor on both sides. He is missing his tail piece. I do have, like I said, this one I knew was going to need some TLC, but so I did know that there was a screw on this one. I'm really hoping that this thing will back out. Let's see. If I break it, I break it. I'm not that concerned with it, because I can probably fix it easier if it's broken. So I'm really hoping that I can just back this thing out. Yay. If you're doing repairs on Dino Riders, don't do this. This is just a terrible idea. So not only now do I have to fix the extra giant hole that he drilled in it, because I'm pretty sure that hole is not supposed to be there. So I have to fix that. You can tell that I used super glue on this, and it discolored the chrome around it, trying to repair the pegs. So I'm going to have to drill those holes out and put new pegs on, and I'll show you what goes on that here in a sec. Now this side's okay. I'm just missing the 3 missiles that go, so I'm hoping I can find 1 missile, and then I will do molds and make 2 more, because I really don't have to pay for 3 of those unless I find a good deal on them, which I doubt. The good news is, let me find it here in this pile. So I have this part, so I can actually put this back on, make a mold of this side, and hopefully transfer it over to this side. I'm hoping there's no difference in the geometry on each side. I'm hoping they're the exact same. But either way, I will find a way. I'll fill in this hole and probably sand that down, and then bring this piece out here. Then I'll have to drill out and put new pegs here. So this is what actually goes here, is there's these 2 guns. They're supposed to peg in here, and these clip into those, and the red piece clips into those, and you have 2 of those that sit on there. The way he had done it was he took the peg and just glued it back, which is fine. It holds, but you can't move it like you're supposed to. So hopefully once I get done, it will still articulate. Next up, I do have all the red tips for the guns, but again, the peg has snapped off. So these pegs go on the side of these pods. Fortunately, these pods have a screw in them, so I should be able to separate those pretty easy. And then cut this peg off, drill a new hole, and put a new peg on, is what I'm hoping. So because what I'll do is I'll clip and smooth that down, because I always like to start with a smooth surface before I drill. So I'll sand all that down, get a smooth, straight surface, and then put a new peg in. Hopefully. That's the plan. So I got both of the pods. Luckily, they are not broken back here, so that's one less thing I don't have to do. They are pretty dirty and discolored, so all of these silver pieces, since I'm redoing them anyway, will get a new paint job. You know, like that one is pretty yellowed, so that'll get new paint. Since I gotta put a new tip on it anyway, I'm gonna have to paint anyway. So yeah. So that's gonna be a fun. Before I lose anything, I'm gonna put that stuff in a bag. I really don't want to lose those red tips. So I'm just gonna put all this stuff for him in a bag. And 1, 2, 3 and 4. So, if anyone wants to see a Dino Riders restoration video, let me know. We'll get one going. Alright. Not going to do a pause. I'm just going to bring this guy in here. So, and you can see my other 2 projects I'm working on. You probably have an idea what those are in your head. I just realized something on that project. That's going to be fun to fix. Anyway. So, this is the Edmontonia with Axis, which sounds like an Italian mafia. Hey, it's Axis with his... He brought Edmontonia with him. Yeah, I don't know. It's late at night. I'm goofy. Sorry. So... This one's in decent shape. So, first off, I am missing the 2 guns. Again, I'm hoping I can find one, and I'll mold it and make 2. Same way back here, I'm hoping to find 1 tip, and then I will... This is going to be a tough repair, because there's not much material to drill in onto here. If you can see that, there is almost nothing the way it snapped off. So, I'm going to have to figure out some way to reinforce that before I do any drilling. So I have to buy at least 1 gun tip and then hopefully mold it and make 2 more. We do have, like I said, Axis does come with it. Once I get these things kind of more situated, I'll maybe do a review on some of these Dino Riders or show you my collection. Excuse me, guys. So this one was pretty cool. So this one had this little feature here where you push this button down and these things will pop open. And he's got an array of lasers. So got 3 over here, 2 in the front, and only 1 on the side. So luckily, since those are there, again, I'll make a mold and hopefully repair those 2. I am missing his belly harness, but most of those are pretty much dissolved anyway, so you're almost stuck with the rubber bands unless you find one in good shape. And if you do find one in good shape, you still don't want to put them on it. You'd rather just set it to the side because you don't want to take the chance of damaging it, because those things are hard to find. Now he's supposed to have a little rip cord that you put in here and it pulls out, and that would engage these things that spin. And then the whole top of this can pivot around. And then the back gun can pivot from side to side. This one is not a battery operated one. You do, however, want to make sure that you get these things going the right direction, because if not, they won't fold up correctly. And to fold this guy up, get him lined back up and push this red tab backwards, and everything closes back up, and then you just seal the front end. So, really cool figure. Really happy to have him. He was one I've been looking for. Hopefully I'll complete him at some point. But yeah, there is my Dino Riders. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we will see you guys back here for the next one. Bye.